Hello, my name is Angela Owens, excuse me, with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I provide bookkeeping and accounting solutions for small businesses and also advisory services to small business. So today I'm going to show you how to use the budgeting feature in QuickBooks Online. My intent was actually to show you how to use it for a company that had already been in business, but when I was trying to get the sample company set up, it ended up reverting back to all the original stuff. So I'm going to share my screen. So this is QuickBooks Online, and their sample company is a design and landscaping company. So this details and stuff might be irrelevant, but we are going to go through how to get a budget if this is your first year. But I will show you that you can bring in information from previous years as well. So the first thing you're going to do is create a budget. And uh, this is the period that you want for this current year. We're going to do the profit and loss budget, consolidated. And if you have been in business before, you can pre-fill it with information from one of the previous years so that it'll just automatically populate, and then you can adjust it from there. But since we don't have any data from 2023, we're going to just leave that empty and create next. Go next. So in this tool, we already have some data from 2024 based on what was already in here from the sample file. And we can enter our information. So let's say that we're going to go down to we can just do design income. And we're going to say we want to make $100,000 a month. Well, let's just go for 200. You can click this and it'll fill it all the way in across the board. But let's say that you want to go from 200,000 in your first quarter and then 300,000 second quarter. You can always edit everything. Okay. So there's that. And then you can look down and check any sections that you want to update for your income, for your budget. So cost of goods, we can put 20,000 across the board. We know that varies. Then advertising, we want to spend about $3,000 a month for advertising. And gas, we could say about $1,500 a month, depending on what you have going on. Bank fees, that includes your processing fees as well with your merchant bank credit cards when you accept credit cards. So we'll just say 5,000 a month. Commission and fees, we'll say 15,000 a month to pay for commissions. Dues and subscription, that's your different softwares and apps and programs that you use. So we'll say 1,000. accounting, we'll say about 1,000 a month. The rent, we could say 3,500 a month. Utilities, maybe depending on the size of your lot, it could be about 1,500 a month. Telephone, maybe about 200 a month. Okay, so we'll just leave it at that. And just a piece of advice, when it's time for you to start budgeting, some of the things that you can check into to see if you can get better rates is your insurance. You may want to get quotes from different insurance companies, merchant fees with see how much different credit card processors cost, bank charges. You can see if your type of bank account is the proper one that has the least fees, and talk with your banker and see if they can switch it over to a different bank type that you wouldn't have to pay as much fees on it, or what you can do. Subscriptions. So sometimes you're paying for subscriptions and the company changed the pricing, but they don't tell you. And I have an example of that. I use a program called ShareFile for my clients to send me sensitive documents. And for the longest, I was paying them about $80 because they required me to pay for 5 users, even though it's just myself. And a couple of months ago, I looked at their website and noticed that they had an option for only 3 users, which would have made it cost only $30 a month. So I did contact them and got the smaller package, but these companies do not update you when they are lowering prices and things like that. So just stay on top of that, and that could possibly help you save some money for your situation. The internet is also one. Check with different internet providers frequently, at least 6 months to a year, every year. Telephone services, also utilities. So just check into those things when you're doing your budgeting, and you could possibly save yourself some money going forward. So we're going to save this budget and then get out of here. So once you've got your budget set, and we're just going to pretend like you did this at the beginning of the year, now we want to go and see how the year is going. So you're going to click the budget versus actual report. So this is budget versus actual for the current year, but I want to just make it go through maybe June. Okay, so we can see here that since there's not a lot of data that already was in the books, but this is how you would see your data. There's a column for all of your actual income that you have, as well as how much you budgeted, and you'll see how much you went over or under. And over in the income is a great thing. Over in the expenses and cost of goods sold is not so good. So this program, it looks like they started entering data in May. So you can see here, actuals in May. And of course, my numbers are a lot higher than what they had. But this is how this program works. So you're able to kind of keep a track on what's going on. And so once you get to, let's say you decide to do a 6-month checkup on your business and you see how things are going, then you can go back to the budget and make changes to what you want to see for the rest of the year. So this is something that I definitely could sit down and help you with, whether you have, if this is your first year, we could work together to figure out a budget that would be realistic for you. If this is not your first year, then we can look at past data to see how we should work on the budget. And we're approaching the last quarter of the year, so that's a good time to sit down and look at things and see what you can do to get 2025 going and get everything going on the right track. So another report that I like to look at is just a profit and loss by month report. So this is a good report to check out anyway. You can look and see how your company is doing throughout the year, see if you're doing better than the last month. And this way you could do a monthly checkup on your company. So you can say, okay, things are going down. Is there a reason things are going down? Is it normal? Is it seasonal? Is this the right progress? But you can also compare to a previous year. I know this one doesn't have any data, but you could check it with the previous year and run a report. And each month will show you how you line up to the previous year and things like that. So you could definitely get a chance to see how the health of your company and know what changes you need to make and different things like that. So I would love to get with you and assist you on using this and making sure that you have accurate data in your QuickBooks. And that is pretty much what I have for today. I just really wanted to show you how to use the budgeting tool so that you can, get a grasp on your company and keep things going. So I'm Angela Owens with Phenomenal Business Solutions, and I will talk to you later. Have a great Tuesday.